Nagsisimula ang kwento ni Jonas sa isang munting bukid sa Bacolod.
Ang buhay namin noon sa Bacolod ay napakasimpleng buhay. Talagang mahirap kasi ang tatay ko isang farmer. So nagtatanim siya ng palay at nagtatanim siya ng mga root crops, mais, kamote, minsan pag summer, munggo. Yun yung sustainable food niya para sa amin dahil sa 10 kami magkakapatid.
Bata pa lang si Jonas nang matuto itong mangarap.
Ako kasi mahilig ako magmuni-muni. Yung kumbaga parang mahilig ako mag-isip ng buhay ko. Kahit na yung bata pa lang ako, nag-iisip ako na paano ang paglaki mo, paano ang mga pangarap mo sa buhay.
Dumating ang panahon na kinailangan na niyang harapin ang mga pangarap. At si Itay,
sinabi ko sa kanya na, Tay, parang hindi ko kayang tatanda din ako ng ganito, na magiging planters din ako kagaya mo. Aalis ako dito, Tay, siguro matanggap mo naman yan balang araw. Maghanap naman ako ng trabaho eh.
Maraming pinasukang trabaho si Jonas sa Maynila. Pero tila nawiwili siya sa isang larangan.
Time to time, mga restaurant na yung pinasukan ko kasi mahilig talaga ako magluto eh. Doon ko nabuksan yung skills ko na paunti-unti akong nag-i-improve yung skills ko sa pagluluto.
Sa hirap pa rin ng buhay, itinakda ng tadhana na dalhin si Jonas at ang kanyang pamilya sa Pampanga.
Nag-start ako doon sa Pampanga ng janitorial sa mall. Naranasan ko mga siguro almost a month na ako ay nagtrabaho bilang janitorial services. Minsan naranasan namin na sa isang araw, yung bata isang beses lang kakain. Tapos minsan yung pambili mo ng diaper o pambili mo ng bigas, maghahanap ka muna ng mauutangan mo dahil kulang eh. Wala talaga eh. Ang napakahirap yung hihingi ng pagkain na wala kang maibibigay. Yung ganun. Aalis ako ng bahay noon, papuntang trabaho. Minsan maiiwanan mo lang ng pang-almusal. Didiskarte ka na lang pag uwi mo sa gabi, tsaka pa sila kakain ulit. Hindi ako nawawala ng pag-asa. Sabi ko, darating din ang araw na makakaraos tayo, makakabangon tayo.
Joining me now is Chef Jonas. Welcome to Citizen Pinoy.
Thank you, sir.
And so you just love cooking, correct?
Yes, sir.
I always thought that it was people from Pampanga who were good cooks, and you're from Bacolod, right?
Yes, sir.
But still love cooking.
Yes.
But I understand also you came from an extremely poor background.
Yes,
Yeah,
extreme. Very
extreme. And from the Philippines, when you say poor, and then somebody says I'm poor for Philippine standards, that is something. How poor were you? Like how many kids were in the family, and what was life like growing up?
Yes, so 10 kaming magkakapatid.
Tatay didn't have enough money for electricity?
Yes,
Okay.
it's hard.
Okay.
So dahil nga sa hirap ng buhay, yung sustainable namin na pagkain is planting rice, planting root crops, yun, yung pagtatanim ng palay at pagtatanim ng mais, kamote, tubo or sugarcane. So yun yung buhay namin, yun yung trabaho ng tatay ko na nagbuhay sa amin, nagpaaral sa amin. Siyempre dahil sa pagsisikap, dahil sa hirap ng buhay, doon nagsimula yung mga pangarap. So, nangarap ka ng simple, binigay sa'yo. Sabi ko sa tatay ko before, dahil sabi ko, hindi ko kaya magtanim eh. Natulong ako pero hindi ko kaya magtanim. Sabi ko, lalabas ako ng lugar natin. Hindi naman sa ayaw mo yung lugar mo dahil siyempre dahil sa hirap ng buhay. Gusto mong mapaganda din yung buhay mo dahil nakikita mo na yung mga kapatid mo ganun lang din. So, pangalawa ko sa bunso, lumabas ako ng lugar namin, pumunta ako ng Maynila.
from Bacolod to Manila. So, ang dami ko ring pinasukan ng trabaho, ang dami kong kumpanyang pinuntahan. Hanggang sa dumating yung panahon na nakita ko yung Jerry's Grill.
But what first got you interested in cooking? I mean, I know Jerry gave you the first break, but way back, when was your first start that caused the love or passion for cooking?
Yeah, nagsimula ako sa pagluluto o yung idea ko sa pagluluto nagsimula dahil yung tatay ko, every time na may mga fiesta sa bayan, my father is invited to cook for the para sa handaang Pinoy fiesta. So yung tatay ko ay isa din sa pinakamagaling maglitson sa amin, sa lugar namin, sa Bacolod. At ang paboritong pinapaluto sa kanya palagi, dinuguan, Balenciana.
And why do you love cooking so much?
For me, sa akin, kaya nagustuhan ko rin yung pagluluto dahil siyempre, para sa pamilya, for my family, of course, doon nag-start yung idea ko sa pagluluto at I open mind na yung pagluluto ay malaking maitutulong sa akin sa karir ko balang araw.
Growing up the poor life in Bacolod, eventually you made your way to Manila to seek your fame and fortune?
Yes, something like that. Nung galing ako ng Maynila, pumunta kami ng Pampanga. So, nag-start ako sa SM doon dahil namasyal kami doon sa Pampanga. May kaibigan yung asawa ko. So sabi ko, why mag-try tayo dito sa province area na naman ng Pampanga. Nagpasok ako ng trabaho doon as janitorial services doon sa loob ng mall. Picking up garbage inside the mall. So I love my work. Any kind of work, I love it. So dahil sa ikot ako palagi sa mall, nakikita ko yung area ni Jerry's Grill. Dahil nakita ko yung pagkain niya, ito pala yung niluluto nila sa loob, ito pala yung mga siniserve nila sa restaurant nila. So, tapos may naka-post na hiring, they are hiring cooks at the restaurant.
So that was your first introduction to getting your foot in the door with Jerry's Grill.
Yes.
Okay, and so now becomes the new phase of your life, working and eventually cooking at Jerry's Grill.
Isang araw, dumating ang sagot sa mga panalangin ni Jonas.
Sa kakaikot ko doon sa mall, nakita ko na may Jerry's Grill doon at nag-hiring sila ng kusinero. Doon ako nag-apply. At nung nag-apply ako, sa awa ng Diyos, nag-demo ako. Nung umaga, kinabukasan, start na kagad ako ng trabaho. Ito na papasok na ako sa isang malaking restaurant.
Kaagad-agad na umayos ang estado ng pamilya ni Jonas.
Nung naka-start na ako sa Jerry's, medyo umangat-angat na yung kita ko. So medyo nakakakain na kami ng maayos. Nakukumpleto na yung pagkain sa lamesa. Nakakaupa na kami ng mas maayos na tirahan. Kasi dati talagang tiis ka sa maliit, mainit. Naawa ka man sa anak mo, wala ka magagawa. So, talagang sikap, tiyaga, panalangin.
Lalo pang gumaling si Jonas sa kanyang talento sa kusina.
Magaling si Sir Jerry magturo step by step. Kaya siguro dahil doon sa kaalaman niyang yon, pati sa pagkain, ang idea nanggagaling pa rin sa kanya. Kaya siguro tumagal kami ng 27 years na ngayon.
Dumating din ang panahon na si Jonas na ang ginawang tagapamahala ng Jerry's Grill branch sa Batangas.
Kinakabahan ako, pero sabi ko nga, andyan si Lord, hindi niya tayo pababayaan. Ang lahat ng mga nangyayaring yon, lagi kong naririnig, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. Mahalin mo lang kung anong ginagawa mo.
Nagkaroon ng cooking competition ng mga pangunahing cook ng kumpanya at si Jonas pa rin ang nangibabaw ng 2 magkasunod na taon.
I didn't expect na gano'n ng kalalabasan na ako pala yung mananalo. Anong una na hawakan ko na yung trophy ko, parang nag-sink in na sa akin na meron pala akong kakayahan. Meron pala akong ilalabas. Nung pangalawang kompetisyon ko, 2017, ganun pa rin nangyayari. So sa awa ng Diyos, ako pa rin yung nanalo. Doon na nag-start na nagkakilala na kami ni Sir ng medyo malapitan.
Sumunod pa dito ang isang malaking biyaya.
Nagulat na ako, pinatawag ako sa head office. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung issue. Kinausap ako ng director namin. Nakapila pala yung pangalan ko papuntang US. Sabi ko, parang hindi ako makapaniwala. Isa ako doon sa napili ni boss.
Pagkatapos ko doon sa Pampanga, doon na nag-start yung career ko. Nalipat-lipat ako kung saang branches ng Jerry's Grill. Hanggang sa nakapunta na ako ng Batangas. 2012, napunta ako ng Batangas branch ng Jerry's Grill. Ako na yung humahawak ng tindahan. I am the chef in charge of the store. So, doon na nag-start yung career ko kay Jerry. Then, nabigyan ako ng break nung may competition si Jerry's Grill 2016. Food competition ng company na lahat ng mga chef is like to present their own idea food, not the food of Jerry's Grill. Yeah.
So, what happened at the cooking contest?
So, mapalad ako at ako yung nanalo. Ako yung nag-champion among sa lahat namin na mga chef in charge doon na nagpasa ng mga pagkain namin for the entry. Then goes
Well,
to
what did you cook that let you win the award? I'm just curious.
For the finals, I cook stuffed rolled chicken with cheese mornay sauce. So, yun yung dish ko na nagpapanalo sa akin in 2016. I'm the champion for that competition.
How did it come about, the discussion for you to be petitioned by Jerry's to come here and work in the U.S.?
Doon kami nagkita ni Sir Jerry sa competition ko. So, I was champion, nag-champion ako ng 2 years, 2016 and 2017. Doon kami nagkakilala dalawa. So, dahil mabait si boss, inoferan niya ako na ganito, mapunta sa US. So, sabi ko, kung yun yung ipagkaloob ng Panginoon sa akin, I accept the challenge, but sobra-sobra yung binigay ni boss sa akin.
And I know that we had, I think it was back in 2017, his consultation. Now we're getting into the immigration aspect, or now me cooking his green card. We had the conversation or the consultation of various options available to you. You remember that first, I think it was by phone, right?
Opo.
And there were various different options. I think he had read up on and was asking me about the various different types, intercompany transferee, or then you wanted I think it was like a H-2B visa for to come here to train.
Opo.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was answering you, and I said, I think that the best would have been straight up green card for you.
Yeah.
And I also know that there was discussions I had about why Jerry should take the trouble of petitioning cooks from the Philippines. Why not hire locally? But there was this feeling that the cooks in the Philippines, if you're going to cook at Jerry's Grill, the cooks from the Philippines are better. Why is it that the cooks from the Philippines do a better job than for the U.S.?
Kung sa Philippines ka talaga kumuha ng tao, kagaya namin na nanggaling kami sa Pilipinas, nag-train kami sa Pilipinas, nagtrabaho kami sa Pilipinas ng ilang taon sa Jerry's Grill. So pagdating namin dito, hands-on kami sa trabaho namin sa restaurant. Then, pag dito ka naman, yung disadvantage naman, talagang pag galing ka kasi sa Pilipinas, yung puso mo sa pagtatrabaho or your heart doon sa pagluluto mo o yung sa ginagawa mo.
In other words, one of the main ingredients for cooking is the cook takes a
Yes.
little bit of their heart and
Yes.
sprinkles it over the food.
Yes.
Cooks with the heart.
That's the perfect cook.
Yeah.
The perfect food you make it. Dahil nga pag mahal mo yung ginagawa mo or whatever, yung pagluluto mo talagang mas masarap yung kalalabasan, ika nga.
Many of you out there immigrated from the Philippines, and you are used to the food back home, including Jerry's Grill, and the taste you remember from back home. And part of it is bringing the cooks from the Philippines. The Filipinos here in the U.S., they're not getting similar to, they're getting exactly what they used to savor back in the Philippines. By bringing in the cooks, they're getting exactly what they had back home, di ba?
Yes.
We eventually decided to have you be petitioned as a senior line cook. You effectively won the ability to be petitioned for a green card because you won 2 cooking contests at Jerry's.
Yes.
All right, so we were starting the process and constant communication with you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because I think a lot of frustrations is that people are being petitioned, especially if you are in the Philippines, do not know what's going on. But we make it a point to keep our clients informed. I also know that along the way, we had a request for an audit from the Department of Labor. And I know the next step was filing the petition for the green card.
Yes.
And you were eventually approved for the green card.
Yes,
Which is
sir.
why he's sitting here now in Houston. Describe your feelings that when you're a lawful permanent resident, that your green card gets approved.
Nahawakan ko na yung green card ko. Of course, tuwang-tuwa ako dahil ito na yung mga pangarap na sobrang binigay ni Lord sa akin. Dati, maliit lang yung pangarap ko. Nung lumabas yung green card ko, talagang sobra na. Apaw na. Yung tatay ko, mga kapatid ko, sobrang pasalamat nila na meron na silang nag-iisang anak o nag-iisang kapatid na nakapunta din sa lugar na hinahangad ng lahat. Ika nga. Then, yung family ko, siyempre, yung asawa ko at anak ko, lahat na gusto nila maibibigay mo na pag-aaral mo sila sa magandang eskwelahan. At nakakatira na sila ngayon sa magandang tirahan. Ika nga. Sa ngayon talaga, pangarap ko lang talaga na balang araw, magkasama-sama kami dito sa Amerika.
Isang tao ang kinikilala ni Jonas na nagdulot ng lahat ng mga pagbabago sa kanyang buhay.
Lagi ko sinasabi kay Sir Jerry na maraming salamat sa ginawa niya sa karir ko at binigyan niya ako ng napakagandang break sa buhay ko na hindi ko makakalimutan habang ako'y nabubuhay. Boss Jerry, thank you so much. Sana marami ka pang matutulungan na kagaya ko rin.
So, we have that missing ingredient, your child. You miss
Yes.
your child.
Sobra. So, dahil ipinagkaloob na sa akin yung green card ko at nahawakan ko na, so nakapagbakasyon ako ng Pilipinas last December. Umuwi ako para sa mga anak ko, sa asawa ko. So, I'm happy. Sobrang happy na nakita ko na sila.
I just want to let you know, and those of you out there also know that when a person is being petitioned for a green card through employment, the petition includes not only the worker, but the asawa and the children who are under 21 years of age, either biologically under 21 or under the Child Status Protection Act. So now what's going on is the case is being transferred to the Philippines. And I want to emphasize to all of you out there in terms of petitioning for an employment green card. Here are a couple of items. Number one, it does not need to be a college or professional job. It can even be an unskilled job. Look here, a cook getting a green card.
Yes.
Cooks, caregivers, housekeepers, it's all possible. It can be a big corporation, it can be a small business, even a private household can petition people for green cards as long as it is a real job and the employer is earning enough to pay the wage, which is called ability to pay. I have a YouTube channel, U.S. Immigration TV, which I hope is informative, but I have featured petitioning caregivers for your parents. You know, in other words, maybe you have a niece or nephew back home, you have elderly parents here, they could be petitioned. Family can petition family members for an employment green card, which is a lot faster than many family petitions. The other thing about it is you can perhaps petition a housekeeper from the Philippines. You may be working at a high-paying job, but then you have to rush home to do the cooking or the cleaning. If you get a housekeeper, that unburdens you, makes your life easier. So we're featuring Jonas here being petitioned as a cook, but the immigration lesson is everybody, companies, private businesses, small businesses, private households can petition. And if this is something that interests you, if this is something that could make your life easier, I would definitely recommend you consult with an attorney. So now, what kind of message do you have for all your Filipino kababayans out there in terms of your going from extreme poverty with Carabao, now you're at your dream now. You love cooking, and now you're at Jerry's Grill.
Sa mga kapwa Pilipino ko na nangangarap na makapunta sa US, huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa dahil maraming paraan. Kagaya ko na galing kami sa mahirap na buhay, hanggang sa ngayon, na hindi ko akalain na makarating ako ng US. Sa buong buhay ko, hindi ko akalain na maibigay ni Lord sa akin yung mga pangarap na nandito na ako ngayon.
Thank you for sharing your recipe for a green card. Thank you for sharing your story. I hope that your situation provides information and pag-asa to many of you out there, as well as perhaps something you should think about petitioning a person from the Philippines.